Hi, this is Jürgen Rasmussen. This is an invitation to my Hypnosis for Anger and Rage Management at the UK Hypnosis Convention, Monday, November 5th, 2018. So here's something to consider. There's a lot of people out there who struggle with anger issues. There's more people who struggle with this than you would ever imagine, of both sexes. And there are very few people who specialize in working with this. So if you know how to effectively work with anger and rage issues using hypnosis, you can create something of a niche for yourself. For me, I would say about 30% of the clients that I see week by week are anger management clients. So this is an area where a lot of people need help, and relatively few people know how to effectively provide it. So this is an opportunity. It's also something that's deeply fulfilling to work with. Being angry, living with irritation, being hateful, and for some people violent. It's not a cool place to be. It's certainly not a cool place for family members, spouses, and people who suffer at the anger and violence of the person who has the problem, but it's no fun for the person having the problem either. So if you know how to consistently help people make changes in this area, it's one of the most rewarding, deeply fulfilling things that you can do. And it's the only area where I have gotten letters years after sessions from family members, not from the client, his or herself, but from family members saying, you worked with our father or our mother 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and since then our family became a nice place to be. So not only will you be profoundly affecting the lives of individuals, but that of families, and also families generations to come. Meaning, if one person changes and they relate to their kids very differently, then the chances are that those kids will relate to their kids differently, and so on and so forth. So this one-day seminar at the UK Hypnosis Convention, November 5th, 2018, will cover my system for working with anger and rage issues. This is my 21st year of seeing clients professionally. As I said, about 30% of the people I see are anger issues. So I have a lot of experience with a lot of people working in this particular domain. And I'm pretty sure for the vast majority of you, when you did your hypnosis training, NLP training, even psychotherapy training, anger management is seldom covered. So relatively few people know the ins and the outs, the tricks of the trade, how to troubleshoot, the common patterns, what to look out for with these particular clients. So what we will be doing at that day is that I will teach you how I screen and select and prepare a client before even the first session. There are certain capacities, certain psychological patterns that people who have anger issues seem to have in common, and certain capacities that they often quite haven't developed. So the tasks that I give people before the first session are designed, yes, to enhance expectancy, to get them more invested, to change behavior, but also to begin to develop exactly those capacities. You have to know what those are to know how to select effective tasks. So done correctly, a solid percentage of the clients will be making improvement on that issue, even before the first session. I will teach you how to work with these clients, the common psychological patterns. I'll be teaching you interventions at the behavioral level. I'll be teaching you interventions at the psychological and emotional level. And I'll be teaching you also how you can approach this based a little bit upon the client's hypnotic capacity. The client's actual capacity for hypnosis also gives some indications for what you can do and what you can't do. I will also be covering how to deal specifically with people who are prone to violence and rage, people who feel, compelled to lash out, compelled to strike. So there are specific techniques or formats that you can use to help people dispel that compulsion. So I'll be covering that as well. And how to task people between sessions. I see most of my clients twice for anger issues. And also, just as importantly, how to follow people up, how to check in with them, to make sure that you organize things so that a good result is the most likely. So if this appeals to you, do sign up for it. The world needs more people who can effectively deal with this. And as I said, I can promise you from experience, it's deeply fulfilling and meaningful to be able to do this type of work. One final thing, for those of you who know that I teach the psychological illusion model to hypnosis and change work, you don't need to know that model to benefit from this seminar. It's partly based on it, but not fully. So anyways, hope to see you there. Take care.